Auf der Welt werden über 7000 Sprachen gesprochen. Wissen Sie, welche Sprache das ist?
Hey, ScouterStan. Let's talk a little bit about the interpreter strip. This is something that is very important to a great deal of people. Over 7,000 spoken languages. Over 7,000 are spoken around the world. And it is so important that we recognize those who have another language that they can interpret. And it is very helpful. Now, all too often, the English-speaking world, those of the English dialects, there's many different kinds. Living in the South, I know. So it is. There's many different kinds, but we often assume that everyone has that as their second language, and that's not the case. Now, imagine, if you will, if the tables were turned. You go into a situation where nobody can communicate with you. It would make you very uncomfortable. So that is exactly how many people feel around English-speaking people who assume they know what they're saying. That's not good. And I'm sure it goes the same way with other languages, but it is so unnerving. You don't know what's going on, what's being said, and especially if you know a few words here and there, and it can be very confusing. And a scout is helpful and courteous, and that is a big part of the interpreter strip. Now, not only including a lot of the scout law being friendly and courteous and those kind of things, but the other big point in the scout oath to help others. This is one of those opportunities that a great deal of scouts are interested in, and scouts and scouters can qualify for this interpreter strip. Now, over 125 closed caption languages can be displayed on the screen. And that's true throughout YouTube. The closed captioning system, whatever language it's in, can be automatically translated through Google into 125 plus languages. This feature is amazing. Simply just navigate to the closed captioning options. Navigating to your settings within closed captioning. Clicking on the auto translate for any of the subtitles or closed captionings. Scroll down through all of the different language options that can be subtitled on the video. For this example, let's pick Spanish. And there you are. You have the audio that's been done in closed caption and subtitled in your preferred language. Awesome. Now, in addition to that, almost every smartphone has a built-in translator. Now, not all languages are actually spoken. There is American Sign Language and even Morse code. And there's a lot of very fun interpreter strips that are very unique, and there's so many out there. You will be very entertained by a lot of those different ones. I've seen ones that say I speak pirate, I speak Pig Latin, things like that. Now those are languages to their own, but there's a lot of times that's used in a very joking or fun way. So let's get into the interpreter strip requirements for scouts and scouters. The first requirement is to carry on a 5-minute conversation in that language. Number 2, translate a 2-minute speech or address. Number 3, write a letter in that language. Now, this does not apply to sign language, obviously. It would be very easy to do a video, though. Number 4, translate 200 words in that language. Now, before we go any further, I do want to invite you to our monthly meeting. It's on the first Sunday of each month, and it's at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So you're more than welcome to join us and ask questions and just have fun. You know, that's one of those wonderful things about that meeting. I also want to thank everybody on Patreon for their continued support of our channel. And our channel members. You can be a channel member. You hit the join button and join up. There's all kinds of badges and emojis and different things. They even get the videos exclusively for themselves, ad-free, which is an added bonus. And then, of course, if you don't want to join in and do a monthly donation, you could always do a one-time donation by hitting the thanks button. So get involved. I really do appreciate all that you do in scouting and here on the channel. Now, as I mentioned, there is a Morse code interpreter strip for scouts and scouters. The first requirement is to carry out a conversation in Morse code for 5 minutes. Now, this should be about 5 words a minute, which equals out to be 50 words. Number 2, correctly copy a 2-minute message as it's received. This too should be done at a speed of 5 words per minute. Number 3, sending a 25-word message at a minimum of 5 words per minute. Now these are very convenient and very easily achieved goals for a scout or scouter. If they want this interpreter strip, that's how they have to do. Now, one of the things I need you to do is go down to the description of the video. Down there they have the actual links that have the actual requirements written out. And that's how you obtain the patch. That's how you buy it. That's how you earn that patch to purchase. That is in the show notes. And that's true with a lot of the videos. Unfortunately, those are not being translated right now. But Google, this is the wonderful thing about technology. Google can actually translate entire websites, including this one, into a language that you can understand. So that's the wonderful thing about it. It's very easy for these settings, and that's outside of our channel. You're actually looking through a translator through Google. So that definitely look into that. That will help get you up to speed and understand what is being spoken about and what is being said. And that is one of those wonderful things. And in the comments, I'm just letting you know the language at the beginning is German. That my mother's family is German. That's why I look the way I do. That's the language. I don't speak it very well, as you can tell. Okay, so I had a lot of help, and that was a very short thing. I do not wear the German interpreter strip because I'm not that good at it, but there are people that are. And I know of someone who actually has the Korean interpreter strip. That is the wonderful thing. And leaders and, of course, the scouts, they can all earn this. It's very easy. For a lot of them that are bilingual, it would be a natural. So look into it. We do so much for our scouts, and we do a lot for America and for the scouting movement. And helping others achieve is so important. And it's impossible to do that if they don't understand what you're saying. It's very hard to do. So keep up that good work, and I will definitely see you on the trail.